Hello everyone, this is KingZilla50 and I'm back with a video. And yeah, as you guessed it, it's another Bandai Godzilla figure review. This one is sorta rare, like it's quite a rare figure to come by, because there's only like 2 or 3 of them in the world, or not 2 or 3 of them in the world, but 2 or 3 of this, figures made, just from different waves. And that is the Bandai Orga from Godzilla 2000. Yes, I have one here. Orga from Godzilla 2000. You may recognize my unboxing video, and you probably realize that this his shell thingy actually was broken when it came, so I had to glue it on, unfortunately. And you can tell that it's a bit glued, because you can tell because there's a glue thingy there. So I had to stick it on, unfortunately. So this was the Orga. Just so you know, this isn't the movie Monster Series Bandai Orga figure. This is actually, I'm not too sure what it's called. I think it's DX. It's another wave of Godzilla figures, and it came with a Godzilla 2000 figure, which I actually have, which I will show you later with this guy. So Orga here first only appears in Godzilla 2000 at the end of the film, where he fights Godzilla. So it's quite cool to have an Orga figure. It's a really good figure, this one. Let's first start off with sculpt, and also, the art on this figure, like, the paint job. And it just looks amazing. Just look at that figure. Since this figure's kind of getting old as it looks, you can tell that there's a bit of, on my version, there's a bit of a paint, like it's like the blue thingy, of course, is painted a bit browny. It's probably because it's getting a bit old, but you can tell the face looks amazing. I love the face of this figure. And I think Bandai did a really good job on this figure. Even the bottom just looks amazing, and even the tail. Like, the tail just, everything on this guy just looks pretty good for sculpt, and its color going on here. So I really love this Orga figure with its sculpt, and it kind of looks like Orga from Godzilla, from the movie Godzilla 2000. So yeah, that's one thing. Now, unfortunately, let's move on to articulation, and unfortunately the articulation is really lacking on this figure. The only articulation you're going to get is in the arms area with a swivel, even though it makes an annoying noise. This one doesn't really want to move. And the tail does move around, like that. And the rest of the figure is just a, basically like a model. That's pretty much it you're getting for articulation. So unfortunately, the articulation on this figure is terrible. Well, not extremely, because I know nowadays Bandai only has 4 bits of articulation on their figures. This one only has 3 bits of articulation, so that's kind of disappointing. They could have made the shell move. I don't know, that's just me. Now let's size comparison to some other Godzilla 2000 figures. We have here the Bandai, the 2016 one, not the memorial box version, just so you know, Godzilla 2000. And this looks like the scaling, here, because Orga's supposed to be a bit bigger than Godzilla 2000, and actually I think this one definitely works with Godzilla 2000 fighting Orga. Looks pretty good for size, and I do think if you have one of these, that's definitely the size comparison to Orga. So, there are like 3 or 2 of these made, in different waves. This one I have isn't actually the Bandai Movie Monster Series version, since that one is a bit small. I think it's a bit smaller than this one. This one is the DX version, which came with a Godzilla 2000 figure, which I actually got. And my teleportation powers, here it is. There he is, and yes, you can tell he's very big, so... But if I move Orga right here... So, those are the figures that it came with. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And for the DX figures, they came with each other. Is it called DX? I'm not too sure. Leave in the comments down below. But they made sounds and everything, so yeah. Since Godzilla's so big and you know, so I got to teleport him. Right, so disappear. Okay, there we go. Now there's some space here. So yeah, let's now talk about prices and how this figure is gonna cost you if you try to find him now. Orga here is quite a rare Godzilla figure. Like I say, the ones that haven't been shown in the movies, and if they're made as Bandai figures, they're of course going to be quite rare. So, like if they're shown in one Godzilla movie, they're gonna be rare. That's besides, of course, Godzilla himself, even though there's tons of others that are pretty rare of Godzilla. But the monsters, as besides Godzilla, definitely go up a price, and with you know, the creatures that have only been defeated and seen one time by Godzilla, they're the ones that are going to be very expensive when it comes to figures of them. So, Orga here is going to cost around $50 when he's loose, but I do see him going for $60 or $70 when he's loose. And with the tag, he's going to go up to $100 or $120 with the tag. So, and at G-Fest, you can get him for $60 at G-Fest, which is what I know from. So, that's pretty much it for Bandai Orga. He's an okay figure. You know, he's a pretty awesome figure. He's definitely one of the best Godzilla figures in my collection. He's not exactly the hugely best in my collection, but he's, you know, one of the rarest in my collection. So, and that's what that makes this figure the best. And, well, that's pretty much the review. Thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe. And as always, goodbye.